All right, it looks like hailing frequencies are finally open, and I did check the video. It seems like we do got audio. Sorry, everybody, for the delay. Some shit came up. Audio issues started to happen. Technical difficulties. We're here now.
Dog sleeping with cats, mass pandemonium.
Yep. What was the
Good, Tobey.
what was that term? Cats and dogs living together.
Yes, that was the one. Mass
Yeah.
pandemonium. That's hysteria around.
Oh, I know. Terrible. Terrible. Cats and dogs living together. You know, mass
Mass
hysteria.
hysteria.
And for some reason, my strange worksheet's not pulling up. Damn it. I need the ships. I need the ship. We need the ship. We don't have the ship's technical data. What happened to the ship's technical data? It's gone to hell,
We'll see,
everybody.
boss.
Oh boy, this is embarrassing. The ship's technical data doesn't work. Oh, there we go. We got it now. Thank you. Oh boy. I don't think it wants us to go to Romulus.
I think Wesley.
I agree.
All right. Yep. All right. So, well, all right. Let's get this going. Everybody, you guys, everybody in the audience. I don't think we have anybody. We did. I think we did have some people in the previous one because everyone did like it. But I had to reset it. No thanks to freaking OBS. And everyone's like, oh, and StreamYards is better, but I'm like, yep, but I can't pay for it. Or I just refuse, one of the two. Have your pick. Anyway, everyone, you gotta know the Witch King as Zep, our famous chief of engineer, and Tobey as Rollis Trin, the pilot and soon to be possibly his own commander or commanding officer of his own vessel sometime in the future. To bring you guys up to speed, you guys have actually been, I think I've established a time frame. You guys have been on the USS Tolkien for almost 6 months already.
Oh wow.
Yep. Time has
Awesome.
passed because you guys did spend 3 months traveling from DS9 plus the time it took you for go from your station to that. It's been about it's been about 3 to 6 months already.
Wow.
No, it's been over that. It's actually been over 3 months easily because it took you 3 months to travel to the neutral zone because you can't always travel at maximum warp. Those ships need cooldown periods. So and unfortunately, in Norway class's cruising speed is said to be warp 6. So that's a cruising speed. You can go faster, but then you're risking the engines at that point. So,
We have a good engineer. It'll be fine.
oh yeah, and you guys, yeah. So I would say, very easily, it's been about 4 or 5 months. So you guys have earned a lot of prestige on the USS Tolkien, and we're only on episode 3. We're supposed to have 12 of these bastards. So, anyway, the scene opens up with you guys in the mess hall. You guys are off duty at the moment. As you guys are still making it to the neutral zone, you guys haven't quite arrived yet. I'm gonna allow you guys to open the scene to tell me what your characters are currently doing.
I am currently polishing off the a bottle of Saurian brandy.
You sure you got enough time for that? You can be called. You can be called any. Well, you can at least have one glass.
He's just having one glass. He's not gonna do what Roller did.
In his young.
Hey, it's okay. I'm already 5 bottles into the Klingon blood wine.
Now between
That
your
is a
time,
joke.
served on the USS Hailstrom and the USS Tolkien, you guys have been Starfleet officers for nearly 2 years at this point already.
Awesome.
Yep. So you're earning your positions and your commissions.
Nice.
Yep. So what is Rollis Trin doing? We got one polishing some Saurian brandy. What is Rollis Trin doing in the mess hall?
He's probably eating something and playing some cards with anybody who wants to play cards.
Oh yeah, that is quite common in Star Trek because the 21st century games or the 20th century games is very enlightening to the 24th century people. So yep, you're definitely playing cards. You're playing poker actually. That is the famous game. It's actually Texas Hold'em. Yep. So before we move on, so you guys are sitting there playing cards. What do you guys want to happen in this scene? You guys pick. You're playing
wanna win the pot.
cards. What's up?
I want to win. I want to get the pot.
Okay, all right, all right. You do know that even though you're gambling, you're only pretending to gamble because gambling currency has no place in the 24th century.
We said we weren't gambling food.
You don't need to gamble food.
Yeah, food isn't scarce in the 24th century. It's like anyone can get it.
I know. It's just it makes it more realistic.
Unfortunately, that
We are gambling with a bag of chips. Everybody gets 5 chips. Here, put it in your pot.
chips don't exist in the 24th century. Too unhealthy.
Well,
Well, I'm pretty sure you can replicate some, but I'm not sure how that would taste because they haven't been dealt with since the early 20th century stuff before the Third World War.
Popcorn.
Popcorn exists. I think I've seen some people eat popcorn.
Then we are gambling with a bag of popcorn. Whoever can get the most popcorn.
What's the odds that you have a Vulcan officer that is like, this is illogical. I do not understand gambling, a human trait. On Vulcan, we don't have such things.
Yes, I understand. It's a fun game. It's a way to pass the time.
But you are half Vulcan. Has your mother not teach you our ways? And
Sensitive subject, my friend.
And you know what? Since you are, I am going to play on words on one of your, what is it? A trait or, you know what? You're going to get a determination because I'm going to play on words. You're from both worlds. So even though you're Vulcan, you're still Betazoid as well. So you were raised by a Betazoid father. So since your mother is a high-renowned diplomat, this Vulcan actually very well knows your mother. She's very well renowned among the Science Academy of Vulcan.
Oh, great.
So give yourself one additional determination. Remember, every time that we start a game, if you have no determinations because you used them in the last game, you still reset to at least get 1 per game. So now you're going to be at 2 determination already because I'm going to play on one of your values.
All right. You know, my character goes, that's a sensitive subject, friend. I'll put it to you this way. She wasn't, very actively involved in my upbringing.
I am afraid that this is your Betazoid upbringing. You know, the Betazoids are peaceful people, of course, but they are just a bit out there, and I feel that, you know, maybe you would have prospered from more of a Vulcan touch. Vulcans do not need to participate much in their children's lives. For them to, as that parent participation is illogical and emotional.
Yeah. I know.
Well, then you should be aware that this is a very, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't think any words could describe this. Emotional game?
This game has nothing to do with emotion. It is purely strategic and logical.
Strategic would be a game of chess. You are playing on emotions, as that cards and gambling has nothing to do with Vulcan society.
I never said it had to do anything. I never said it was to do with Vulcan.
But you
I am
are,
saying it is
but
strategic
you are
as
a
well as
Vulcan, and
law.
but you are a Vulcan and should embrace our ways.
I've tried that. It's hard to embrace your ways when you're not embraced back.
Well, Vulcan societies embrace our ways in many different ways. I'm afraid that you may not understand our society very well. Maybe perhaps at some point I could teach you. Do you know the art of Vulcan meditation?
I do.
How many times do you meditate per day?
At least once.
Oh, well, that seems to be normal. All of a sudden, in mid-conversation, does Zep want to do anything real quick before I interrupt the scene?
Oh no, Zeph could. If Zeph is nearby, he could tell that my character is not very happy and is getting very irritable.
Yeah, Zeph will come over, because are we in, like, 10 forward or something, that kind of situation?
Yeah, you're in the mess hall.
Okay, so Zeph sees this escalating situation. He's like, hold on, guys. I'll be right over there. Yeah, because Zeph does have some friends in the engineering deck. Don't worry about it. We won't ask questions. Um, he
He said,
goes. What did you say?
said, so ask questions?
No, so don't ask questions.
I hear that as ask questions. Continue.
But he goes over to Rollis and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. He he ate something disagreeable with him, and it must have been some alien food. Please forgive him. His behavior is a bit off."
No. He wants to play a
Yes,
game of
no,
logic? Let's play some chess.
it's okay, Rollis. It's okay. We're among friends here.
Yes. Let's play some chess.
Right at that moment, the captain's voice goes, "This is the captain speaking. All hands to their stations. We are under blue alert." Now, generally, blue alert is for minor things, very like some environmental concerns or whatever. But in this case, this is just because we are in the middle of the neutral zone. But the neutral zone is at war between the Romulan Republic, which is a faction, huge faction. Most like at least 25 to 50% of the Romulan culture from the Star Empire has been fractured, and now we have the Romulan Republic trying at war with the Star Empire, and they're duking it out. So we at least put the ship on blue alert, because I mean red alert would be kind of disrespectful when we're the one requesting an audience with the Romulan Star Empire. So you guys hear all hands to their stations. We're under blue alert, and suddenly all the lights dim down, and there's blue lights everywhere.
All right. Well, we'll play our game of chess later.
Yes, as we got to deal with this situation. And everyone leaves to their station. Zep, your station is always going to be, because you're the chief engineer in engineering.
Mm-hmm.
So Rollis, you make it to the bridge, because that's your place, you're the helm. And Captain says, Mr. Trin, nice of you to join us.
Glad to be here.
Can you please take your station? We need to hail the Romulans immediately. We dropped out of warp and we're in the neutral zone.
Right away.
All right. So you get down to your station and you push in a few buttons to hail. All of a sudden you see a Romulan starship uncloak right in front of you and comes to a full stop. Captain orders full stop. Wait for answer from the hail, please.
Full stop. Wait.
Yeah. So, and then you get this Romulan, old Romulan looking guy. He's a little bit old. He's got gray hair. And he goes, "Yes, Captain, I am Senator Tadira of the Romulan Star Empire Council. We reviewed your report on the Tal'Shiar operative hired by the Bajorian Provisional Government to sabotage a Starfleet project and possibly committing genocide to the Cardassians. However, Captain, there is one problem with your report and the data. It is revealed that the operative is none other than Lethana of Romulus. The problem here, Captain, is she was killed over a year ago, and we do have the body to prove it." Is this silence a shock of surprise?
Oh no, I just
Yeah.
waited for the captain to say anything. My character would be like, well, maybe.
I was
someone
waiting
took
for
her.
the captain to say something.
Maybe she has a twin. I don't know.
No, the Romulans make sure that the Romulans know how many people and who's alive and who's dead, especially if they're Tal'Shiar. Especially a senator. You have a high-ranking senator in your presence.
Yeah. My only thought is that maybe someone was impersonating her. Not the dead body, but the person who we caught is an impersonation.
Oh, that's very possible. There's plenty of species that can do that. The captain sits down and says, "Senator Tatira, I am inviting you over to my ship for a meeting with my chief of staff. However, the only staff members that will be present during the special situation will be the chief of staff that was actually in charge of the project. That would be my lieutenant commander, chief engineer, as well as my lieutenant junior helmsman, and my lieutenant junior James Hemingway." And they cut the they said very well. They cut the transmission off, and the captain calls down transporter room to prepare to receive a Romulan guest and have them please escorted to the meeting room. Mr. Trin, you are relieved of your station. Captain, bridge to engineering.
Engineering. What's up?
Mr. Zepp, we're gonna need you in the meeting room immediately. We have a bit of a problem.
Okay, I'll be right there.
All right. So, yep.
After he sets up the person to be in charge when he leaves, which is probably, I don't know who it'd be. Like, we need to come up with NPCs there.
Yeah.
But anyways, he heads to the turbo lift and heads up to meeting room.
All right. So you guys are actually, let me see here. So you guys are actually in the meeting room at this moment. You guys have been locked in for a little over an hour. How are you guys feeling on this situation? Oh, and by the way, Zeb has been brought up to speed completely about the current situation with the Tal'Shiar operative.
Yeah, I'll bring him up to speed.
So how are you guys feeling knowing this information at this time, that not only did a Tal'Shiar operative apparently, which by your data you were able to use the Romulan data to compare it to this person, but know that this person has been killed over a year ago.
Zeft is honestly shocked.
I'm not. I'm calm.
And James Hemingway is shocked because he was the one that compared the medical data.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, this doesn't make any sense. Medical data does not lie.
Is there any way someone could have altered the data before it got to you?
I don't even know what kind of species would be able to do that, to be honest. I mean, maybe the data could have been altered, but that means somebody, once again, someone similar to a chief engineer, no offense, or someone very skilled with espionage, which Tal'Shiar are, they could have very well altered the medical data. But then a Romulan senator should know the difference.
The person also could have faked their death, implanted false DNA.
But that is...
Or...
I'm going to play on one of James Hemingway values. He resorts to Vulcan logic because he was actually on an isolated colony. Part of his backstory is he's part of an isolated colony. And he has actually been raised by the Vulcans. And he says, Mr. Trin, you should very well know that if the data was altered, or if something was replaced, or there was imposter, the senator should be fully aware of it.
I know.
Then this still doesn't have any explanation, unless it was.
What I'm saying is that the operative could have taken a poison to make her seem dead. A thing that would go out of her system, kill her for a time, then bring her back.
Could. Bit Romeo and Juliet.
Like I said, she could have faked her death.
Now, like I said, a bit Romeo and Juliet, a 20th century poem, or small story.
Are you sure that's 20th century?
No, it was more like the 15th. Like, way before that. It was way there, but but they wouldn't know that. Well, maybe they would know that.
Probably
that would
would.
be...
They know about Sherlock Holmes and stuff, so...
Yeah, hang on. Shakespearean, and it is actually 16th century.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and a nice 16th century poem, but but I don't think the Romulans kind of have that sense of humor.
I don't know. It could all be part of a mission. They could also be lying to us.
How is does Zept want to explain more? Obviously, Trin and Hemingway is kind of back and forth about the whole situation. How is Zepp feeling about the whole situation? Like, I want to hear more of Zepp real quick before we move on.
Guys, I really do think someone could have hacked into the data and changed the data that both you, James Hemingway, as well as also the Romulan Star Empire got.
Yes, I believe that is a very real possibility. I'm just exploring all options.
So do you guys think that maybe the Tal'Shiar has double agents? Instead of working for the Star Empire, there might be a faction group that works for the Republic?
Yes, I think so.
That is a good assessment.
Well, this is very very disconcerting because the Republic is really not on good terms with Starfleet right now. Now, mind you, the Republic hasn't done anything against Starfleet per se, but at the time the Republic was formed, the Star Empire was actually in diplomatic discussion on a treaty between them and the Star Empire. So there is nothing, like, if the Republic did something against Starfleet, it would just be another skirmish. It wouldn't really be counted as war crimes as it would be for the Star Empire because they're in the middle of discussion for treatyism and peace. So we're not sure how the Republic would act against Starfleet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So
We will find out eventually, though.
yeah. So as you guys are going around the room, it's been well over an hour. It's probably been almost 2 hours. The captain comes in with the senator, with Senator Tadira, and he offers everyone a seat.
I sit down.
All right. Captain says, "Well, we do have a bit of a problem. Tadira and I have been discussing a few things. The medical data that they have on file with the Lithana and the medical data that the Romulans have are an exact match. So if they were altered, they were altered in the Star Empire as well as they were altered in the information we got from the Star Empire in two separate locations. So we have a few things. Lithana served on a Romulan warbird called the Shaynor. It's a ship operated strictly under the Tal'Shiar. Everyone on there is Tal'Shiar operative. We are going to get you guys ready for an infiltration mission. You will infiltrate this ship and see if the Tal'Shiar ship Shaynor is operating under the Romulan Republic, as it's believed to be by the Senator.
Can someone check for any irregularities in the data exchanges?
Tadira turns around and says, "We already have. If it is an if it is fakes, they're good, like real good."
Are the Tal'Shiar not up to that task?
The issue is the Tal'Shiar would have probably put the data there, but the Tal'Shiar that works under us, as far as we're concerned, they work under us. But from the operatives I have under me right now, Mr. Zepp, is they can't detect any forgeries.
Well, I apologize for assuming. It's just
No, we've already did that. That is a good question because we are actually going to ask only the three of you to infiltrate the Romulan warbird. Everyone else, including my ship, cannot actually play a factor. Neither can your captain.
Why not?
Well, for instance, this is considered the captain just says, well, for instance, this is considered a Black Ops mission. And Starfleet has given me orders that nobody outside of you three, minus maybe one commanding officer above you guys, will be the only ones allowed to see this information. You guys will be operating under Black Ops. Yeah, that's a good question there, Witch King. You guys will be operating under Black Ops orders. And no, as far as anyone's concerned, to answer your question out of character from the captain there, Witch King, Section 31 is not involved.
okay.
Yet. Yet. Section 31 may come in. But because you guys were the ones in there, you guys are being given an opportunity to make sure Section 31 does not get involved. But you guys don't know about Section 31 because that's completely top secret, even from all but one member of Starfleet, and that is the highest ranking admiral ever.
Mm-hmm.
And even he has very limited use of accessing that information for Section 31's protection.
Like, doesn't Section 31 kind of operate on their own?
They actually operate against the Prime Directive.
Well, I know that, but they do kind of work in the best interest of the Federation, right? Though,
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, I just didn't know if they worked, like, independently of the highest ranking admiral.
They do.
Like, if
They do.
worked
The only reason why the highest ranking admiral knows them is because where do you think they get their people from? There has to be one liaison between the Prime Directive Federation and Section 31.
Mm-hmm.
But even his information is somewhat limited. All he knows is he sends people to a special boot camp, and that's it. So, here's the plan. You guys, because Starfleet wants us to keep this under wraps, you three, plus with maybe one commanding officer, will infiltrate, you three actually will infiltrate Shaynor. We did find Shaynor about 80 light years from here, so we will be setting a course at Warp 9. It will still take about 20 days to reach it. It will remain in the Typhon Expanse for some time. Even we have plenty of time to get to it.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
At what level of warp can we travel?
Well, we could push it to 9.6. Maybe shave off about 3 days. Do you think you can hold the ship together that long, Zep?
I should be able to.
Okay.
Play it safe. Don't risk it.
What'd you say, Mr. Trin?
Oh, no, I was out of character. You're good.
Okay. All right. If you want to try and push us to, let me make sure what warp 9.6 is accurate for.
What if we do it in pulses, like a pulse for 8 hours and then off for 12 hours?
That might. Hang on. Let me check something here. Actually, you could do warp 9.7 for 12 hours.
Okay.
Let me see how many.
Then we could do like 4 hours of warp 9 or something.
You could do that. Yep, and then you could cool it down to warp, maybe warp 6 or 7.
Yeah.
So let's see here. I'm gonna toss in warp 9.6 for 12 hours. Just to see how many light years we'll get. All right, so if you do it for 12, if you do warp 9.6 for 12 hours, it'll shave off 3 light years easily. And then if you do warp 9 for 4 hours, that's another light year. That's another light year. So you're looking at, we'll say 5 light years will get shaved off easily. And then if you do warp 7 for the remaining time, and you're only going to be traveling 75, and we're just going to need time. Well, it still comes to about 3 days shaved off at most.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not worth it then.
No, because you could very well drain the power, and the ship would be kind of in a weakened state.
Yeah, we'll just do standard.
All right. Well, the helm. Well, they're still going to do warp 9 regardless.
Okay.
Yep, they're still going to do warp 9 regardless, just for the simple fact because it will still take 20 days to get there. So if we're going to go,
are you gonna be surgically altered?
we will be coming up with a plan. we don't know if we're going to surgically alter you guys or if maybe we just try to see if we can sneak you on board before they raise the shields. But it'll be your job to find your way off.
Okay.
So, all right. So the plan has been set. You guys have had your meeting. You guys know your orders. The course has been set. So during this time period, what are you guys doing? Right now, they've actually relieved you guys of duty for the next 20 days, so you guys can figure out what it is you want to do and allow you kind of some downtime, because this could be a one-way mission. It's very dangerous to go on a Tal'Shiar ship.
Well, we are Starfleet officers.
I find that Vulcan, we play chess, and I'm gonna beat him at it.
Really?
He upset my character, and my character is very good at playing games.
Are you really? What makes you good at playing games?
I don't know. I think my character is, so I'm saying he is.
Give me a 2d20 roll, and no focuses apply to this one, especially if you don't have one towards funning games.
Composure? I mean, he keeps a calm mind while playing.
Oh shit! I'll give you that.
What do I roll?
2d20.
How do I add in a focus?
You don't remember?
And just roll.
Oh yeah, just roll it. Just roll it. Since you're doing composure, I'm gonna make you roll. Actually, I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna roll here. I'm gonna make you roll a very simple. Where are you? Did I close out James Hemingway? I did not. I'm gonna make you roll a control command. Like you're gonna see right through him. You're gonna psych him out with control command, or no, you're gonna psych him out with presence command.
Oh no!
What'd you get?
Horrible.
What'd you get?
Can I use do we have any momentum yet?
No. What'd you get?
I fail.
You failed. Well, like, was it two failures?
I got a 0 success and I got a 0 fail and a critical fail.
Oh yeah, he already got 2 successes. So you with a critical fail and 1 fail, that would count as 3 failures against his 2 successes. He took you out within literally just 5 moves. How does your character feel about not beating that Vulcan?
He's upset, to say the least, but he also is I haven't played in a couple years, so I'm rusty.
Would you like it to go again?
Yes.
All right, do another roll.
Presence. And... 2 successes.
2 successes? The game ended in a stalemate.
Alright.
Again,
Yes.
you don't get composure this time.
Okay. I fail.
Yeah, he got 2 successes again. He totally beat you, and he's like, perhaps you're allowing your emotions to cloud your better judgment. Maybe it's your Betazoid half of you.
That's some speciesism.
Yeah. My character says, I am not going to say anything. Because if I do, it is not going to be pretty.
All right. What is Zep doing at this time? I want to hear more of Zep.
Zaft is currently he is working in the engineering deck, making sure everything is running according to proper procedure, both on the USS Tolkein, but also he's doing inspections on the shuttle.
All right. Just going through your normal routines, huh?
Just doing the checklist, yep.
All right.
I'm going to say after my character loses, he is going to go to the mess hall and relax, eat some food, and spend some time by himself.
Yeah, you start feeling dizzy, and you don't know why.
Oh no, the Vulcan.
Mingwei,
Hemingway here.
help. Izzy.
And then you fall to the floor. And all anyone hears is, "Computer, please locate Lieutenant Junior Rollis Tren." And the computer comes back, "Lieutenant Junior Rollis Tren is in the mess hall." And he goes, "Security to the mess hall, please. And I'm gonna need a stretcher." And he gets there and he starts scanning you. He gets you into sick bay, and he goes, as you wake up and you start feeling better, and he says, "Do you feel better?"
I don't know, do I?
Yeah, you feel better.
Yeah.
So, we have a problem.
What's this problem?
Your special neural inhibitor that we have for you, because how your abilities between the two species interact, your Betazoid half and your Vulcan half, turns out you're developing an immunity towards the neural inhibitor.
Oh, joy.
Well, it is like an aspirin, and you do require a daily dose every 6 to 12 hours. I had to up the dosage.
From a doctor standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
or if it's better to be asked a Vulcan. Is there a Vulcan on the medical team?
There's not, but James Hemingway is very diverse in Vulcan biology.
Is there any way to learn to control my diverse ability better?
Ooh, you know what? Let me roll.
So that way he could still use it to its max ability, but it won't affect him nearly as poorly.
Oh shit, just close. I almost got 4 successes. But I got 2 instead. Which is gonna.
Perhaps Rollis should have a mind melding with the Vulcan.
Well, this is gonna be an insight medicine role. I feel with a focus of xenobiology.
Can I aid him? Can I aid him because I do have a 2 in medicine?
He already
thus giving him an advantage.
he already succeeded.
Okay.
Okay. It's just a very average roll. I will actually grant at least 1 momentum for you guys, so you guys do get 1. So he turns around and says, "You would need to do this. I think it would be, how should I say? After this mission, I may have to petition the captain to go to the Vulcan Science Academy and talk with their specialists there. On file, there really isn't much history between Vulcan and Betazoids mating. So
But I correct him. There's none. They're looking at the first.
did we establish that you were going to be the first?
I thought we did. In earlier games, I thought we established that.
All right, I'll take it. Yes, Vulcans
He
really.
corrects him. He goes, Mr. Hemingway, correction. There is none. You're looking at the first.
Yeah, Vulcans really don't have. Vulcans and Betazoids don't really see each other as mateable.
Mm-hmm.
We will definitely have to visit the Science Academy or see the medical specialist on Beta Z. However, I do have a stronger dosage. Since you kind of been on this for these neural inhibitors probably for most of your life, according to your medical history.
You'd be surprised.
It will still take years for you to develop immunity towards this. So I do have a new one, but it is something that we should look into. I definitely would like to accompany you because I am studying advanced medical research, and with your unique biology, I definitely would like to look into this.
I'm flattered, but at the same time, I don't want to become a guinea pig.
Fair enough. Well, you're more than welcome to return to whatever it is you're doing. I know the captain wants us to be mindful of our time as once we reach the neutral zone, um, or once we reach the Typhon Expanse, we're definitely going to have some issues, especially since we're going to have to infiltrate a Romulan Tal'Shiar warbird.
Did my character send out 3 messages?
Yeah.
2 of them are to his parents and one is to Keokuk.
Yep.
He's letting him know I'm going on a dangerous mission. I cannot
You can't.
discuss what it is,
Right.
but I might not come back. To Keokuk, he says it was an honor knowing you, and thank you for letting me become part of your family and
All right.
blah, and being the brother I never had. And then it's a lot shorter to his parents.
Meanwhile, while you're doing that, is that you're approached by one of your ensign engineers,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes, "Mr. Zepp, it's such an honor to work with you, sir." And he kind of reminds you of Reggie from the Next Generation.
Sure, Barclay.
So, what's it like to you're like the top of the class of engineering, and I hear you might actually rival Bailana Taurus and Geordi LaForge. Also great engineers of Starfleet.
Well, I don't think I'll ever match the effort and energy that. Forgive me. What? His name was. I'm trying to remember out of character. It was
Talking about O'Brien.
Scotty.
Who?
Scotty.
Scotty. Oh yes, yes. Oh, Scotty of the original Enterprise. No, I don't know anyone who could best that. Maybe best him, but maybe you will. Maybe you will. There's great things among you and rumors and stuff. You're very famous among engineers. You've been chief engineer. You're chief engineer of the USS Tolkein. You came from the USS Hailstrom, the last Miranda class that is going to be retired in the next 2 years. You've got a lot going for you. You've got a well-renowned record, sir.
I appreciate it, but seriously, it's much more pleasant to meet younger Starfleet officers who can one day surpass even me.
Hopefully, yeah. And it's just such an honor to meet you, sir. Can I get you a drink in the mess hall?
Bring it to my quarters because I have some calls to make.
Okay, fair enough. So you go to your quarters, and he does bring you your quarters. He does bring you a drink to your quarters as you're there, and you're there making your calls. Who are you calling?
I am calling pretty much all of my family.
Oh god, you're gonna be doing that forever.
How many wives and how many kids do you have? Because if I remember correctly, Denobulans have at least 3 wives.
My character's pretty young, so he has 4 wives, and those 4 wives have 4 husbands. And he has at least 2 or 3 children with each wife, and they have even more children with their husbands. So he's calling his wives' husbands, his wives, and his children, and saying, imagine a giant group call, like on Skype or whatever, but with like Star Trek technology.
All right.
And it's just like, oh, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 28 screens total.
There's a massive transmission. We're gonna have one of your wives on board one day.
That's why I don't call them all that often.
I
They
never
take
knew
up
that
energy.
Zeft had wives. Neither did Trin.
Well, it's common about among the Noblean culture to actually be married at a very young age, given that they can live quite a long time. And they're
And
not
also-
and they're not monogamous at all.
Oh, I know that. I know they're not monogamous.
Yeah, that's it.
They are the polyamorous aliens of Star Trek. No, they're more polygamous than anything.
Yeah, they are.
Polygamous and polyandrous, which is women marrying lots of men and men marrying lots of women. But anyways, I call them and say, I'm so sorry, I haven't called you in a long time. Please give my love to everyone. I hopefully will call you soon, but just know if I don't come back for this mission, and we'll have led a happy life. And knowing you all, and you being my wives and my 4 husbands. What would the term be? Because they're not his husbands, but they're
Brothers?
like, what?
Brother-in-law?
You're actually brother husbands.
That's what I was getting at.
Because technically they're married to your wife too. Because each wife would have more than one husband, as well as one husband would have more than one wife.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm so. Anyways, I can't say any more, but I have to get going, and I just want to say I love you all, and I hope to talk to you soon. And the transmission is cut.
Oh, great scenes, everybody. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I just love that. Trins thinks of his parents is a lot less than he did to.
Actually, I'm gonna give you both. For the great scenes that you guys set up, I'm gonna give 2 extra momentum, so you're at 3 momentum. So, all right. So it's been the time has elapsed. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask, are we at 3 momentum each, or just 3 momentum for all of us?
Oh no, 3 momentum for the whole party.
Okay.
All right.
Well, okay.
All right. So you guys arrive at your destination. Captain calls you guys to your stations real quick as you guys are approaching the ship. The ship is on the screen. Captain turns, Mr. Trent, can you before you depart, can you hail Tal'Shiar vessel, please?
Of course.
All right. So you go and hail the Tal'Shiar vessel, and they don't respond. Oh, and hey, we do got a watcher, guys. Brent Cohen. He has a comment for the Witch King. Witch King. He says the comment from him to you is this makes the Mormons sound boring.
Yeah, because I mean, I think the Nobulans probably sleep with their wives' husbands as well as their wives, and it's all over the place. The Nobulans are crazy. I love them. They're one of my favorite species in Star Trek.
And then you have the Vulcans or half Vulcans who only mate once every 7 years.
And then you got the Vulcan betazoids that never freaking happen ever.
Hey.
All right.
Social oddity.
All right. Okay, so there's no response from the ship. Captain looks at you, Mr. Tren. Can you run a scan of the vessel real quick and see if there's see what's going on?
Right away.
All right, so you run the scan. You pick up Romulan life forms. You do pick up Romulan life forms, but they're not coming back right. Something is obscuring, not sure why, but something is obscuring the scans.
Okay.
All right. So,
Question.
yeah.
How close are we to the ship?
You're within transporter range.
Would I be in telepathy range?
Yes, actually you would be.
Because you're
Can I-
special.
Oh.
Can I attempt
to connect telepathically to someone there.
Yes.
But I have a question.
Yes.
Wouldn't that raise suspicions of the Romulans if they're in there? Because wouldn't Romulans not be able to transmit telepathic power over that much of a distance?
Romulans don't really. I don't think Romulans really went with the, because they have a Vulcan ancestry, common Vulcan ancestry with the Vulcans, but they didn't get the meditative telepathy abilities nor resistance. But they do have a resistance towards all kinds of things. They might pick them up that they're trying to be, their minds trying to be invaded, because they do have a resistance towards, potential telepathy thought, as Tal'Shiar are trained to resist all kinds of drugs and torture and stuff.
Yeah. The character's just trying to see what's going on. Like, if something's wrong, can he not help out?
So you close your eyes and you don't know what's going on, but you just been blasted right in your face, and all of a sudden both your nostrils starts leaking out your green blood.
Is that it?
That's it. You can't even make out what you heard. You heard thoughts, but you don't know. You can't discern them.
James, we need you over here.
Something's not right.
What's up?
My character was saying something's not right over there.
And then he falls on the floor.
Something's terribly wrong. And then I fall on the floor? Okay.
Yep. And
Right.
James comes over there and he does a scan and he says, "Oh, he's going to be okay, but yeah, he had a blood vessel in his sinus canals have broken due to a large amount of stress. Whatever he picked up over there, there is something seriously wrong. We're also picking up a lot of waves. Like, whoever's thoughts he was invading, he's got the thoughts of it's hard to explain. Like, huge amount of gamma thought rays. I can't remember the actual medical term, but it's when the mind picks up a certain level of wavelengths from another person's mind. He picked up enough collection of the entire starship.
Is there any way we can perk him up? Do what the old 20th century people do and use smelling salts or something?
Transporter, Captain to Transporter Room 2, is there anything that could distort transporting anyone over there? We definitely need to get you guys on board the ship and figure it out. Forget the covert mission. We're going to have you guys go over there. We're going to beam you aboard the bridge. And the transporter room chief comes back and says, I think I should be able to get everyone over there. There's no distortion disrupting the transporter wavelengths.
Are you going to wake me up first?
Oh, they already given you medicine and you're awake. You didn't pass out. You just fell over.
Oh, okay. I thought I passed out.
No, he gives you a little bit of medicine from the hypo spray. Just make sure you're okay. And he...
Something is terribly wrong over there. Like, terribly.
Yeah, you're not sure why, but you heard the thoughts of the entire starship. You know that much.
Yeah.
And you weren't even trying.
As in, like, all the starship all is one? Like, everybody's mind was one? Or...
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I relate that, because that sounds very Borg-esque, and my character's... We ran into the Borg once, and he's terrified.
All right. All right. He says, "Okay, James Hemingway, Zeb, and Tren, you guys are going to be beam aboard the vessel. Take your phasers with you."
Didn't no one just hear me say Borg?
Well, you don't know that for sure. Your character doesn't. He just knows that everything just fell in.
He doesn't know that, but if it's a similar thing, it's no, this ain't good.
Well, if it was also Borg, wouldn't we be seeing the ship as simulated? There's no simulation on the outer hall.
It might be Borg technology, and it might be a ruse. They're smart.
Well, in every case, you're a Starfleet officer, and not only one, a Starfleet officer in the command division. I need you to go on this mission. You know how important it is.
Oh, no, he's not saying he's not going. He's just saying that this could be a lot bigger than we think it is.
Well, possibly, but you need to go over there to find out.
Of course.
All right. So you guys go down to Transporter Room 2, and you beam aboard. As you beam aboard, you find yourself on the bridge of the Romulan starship. The councils have been changed. And you do know that there is 2 Romulans, maybe 3, on the bridge sitting in recharge stations. Fully assimilated. They look exactly like the Borg.
Fucking called it.
I'm gonna give you a determination for that. Get a third one. Get a third one for that. And Witch King, you get one too.
Yeah, I'm gonna call up the Tolkien and say, "This is a red alert. I repeat, we have Borg on board."
Oh, no. Before you even do that, my character goes immediately telepathic, because if you reach out from this ship, he can reach out to ours, and he goes right to the captain. Borg on board.
Oh my god. Do you really make it sound like a rhyme?
No, but he goes, Captain, I am sorry for this sudden infiltration. There are Borg on board.
So the captain comes back to you. Collect the data immediately. Now, collect the data immediately that we need from the ship. The ship's computer does need that data, according to from the senator. So get the information that you can and get off before, and try not to disturb anyone. We'll deal with the vessel later.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So
I relay that to Zeph. Get the data. Hurry, please.
all right. So Zep, you're going to need to roll for this one because you're dealing with unknown technology. Plus, you need to know what kind of not really unknown, but you haven't really had much attempt at this. I need you to roll an insight plus con to access the ship's computer.
Can I assist?
You can assist however you think you can assist. And right now, James Hemingway has got his phasers pointed at the Borg, at the 3 Borg people that are on. The 3 Borg members on the bridge.
I'm gonna spend a momentum to raise it to 3d20.
Fair enough. I'm taking a momentum.
And
Remember,
I
with my
have
assistance, if you
computers
gain
as a
advantage-
focus. Can I add that?
Yes, that'll fly too.
Okay. Rolled, and let's check the roll.
you can
That's
reroll that 0
success.
because I'm assisting.
Oh. So it's 3 successes?
You can re-roll it. You have to re-roll it. See what
Oh,
you get
hold
for
on.
instance of
Oh,
0.
let me put that.
Yep,
Could be
reroll.
bad. Could be worse.
And you need to roll the insight. If you're truly assistant, you need to roll the insight plus con 2 as well, Toby.
All right. Insight. Con.
Is a 6 a success?
A what?
Is a 6 a success?
What's your insight plus con altogether?
My insight plus con is 11.
Yeah, anything under 11 is a success.
Okay,
So,
cool.
no focuses, 2d20, 0 successes across the board, just 0, 0.
Okay,
Nothing
so
wrong happens.
how
nothing
many?
good happens.
So how much does Zep? How many successes does Zep have?
3.
3. Okay, so that actually scrapes by bare minimum. So you don't get no additional momentum. So as you're accessing the ship's computer, you do you have your tricorder, you pull it out, and you do gather the information from the ship's computer, and you uploaded it to your tricorder for examination.
Okay,
All right.
so get out of here.
All right. Well, suddenly the Borg comes out of their. You hear, and then Borg just comes out of their. The 3 Borg come out of their station.
Beam us up, beam us up, beam us up, beam us up, beam us up.
Away team, we can't access the shield's just raised. We can't transport you back.
Jury rig this shit, man.
Oh, Mike, I have a question, and it's going to be a very quick question to Hemingway,
Okay.
telepathically.
Okay.
If I do it, if I use all my telepathic strength to knock everybody out other than us, would that work?
No, because they're all connected to each other. You'll be taking the full force of the crew right back at you to be like all you're gonna do is it's gonna be a deflecting right back to you again.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Can I knock them and myself out?
No, no, that won't work.
I would also say that the Borg are more machine than organic, so
Unfortunately, their technology would deflect anything you're doing right back at you. So you'll hear all those thoughts simultaneously, and it would scramble your brain.
Alright.
That would
Well,
suck. For you, anyway.
So, yeah, my character's not going to do that then.
All right.
Well, the only thing I can think of is, pew pew.
Yeah, well, you know what? Since you guys are in enemy territory, I'm gonna give you guys first freaking dibs. So
I was about to say, quick to action. Pew, 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 pew.
okay, all right. Oh, so then, doesn't that give you an additional turn?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, you pull out your phaser. Give me. You're gonna need to give me. Oh, I don't even have my damn thing pulled up. Hold up.
Is there any of them that look more important? Like Commander.
That's not how the Borg operate. So no.
I know, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah, no. You're effed.
No shit.
thus ended the story.
Pretty much.
Oh, hey, guys! Now, come on! We all know for a small fact that
You will kill us.
No, we all know for a fact that even if you get assimilated, we all know for a factor that there's a way to bring you back, because they did it to Picard, and Janeway, and Tuvok, and pretty much every other character ever done. This is why the Borg is not important anymore. Give me one second. I'm trying to pull up my actual GM screen here. Why can I not find it?
I want to attack.
Oh, here we go. Got it now. Thank goodness. All right. So if you're gonna fire,
Or is there any way to be diplomatic and have them let us go freely?
no. This is the Borg. They don't do that.
It was worth a shot.
I mean,
Yep.
you can talk to them, but it's like only in Voyager, I think.
And that's only no, they don't care. All right. Control plus security if you're gonna attack with a weapon.
Security.
Control plus security.
I have hand phasers as a focus.
Let's see.
Hey, I have a critical success. So and a regular success. So I have three successes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that grants you back a momentum.
Was it control plus security?
Control
Yes,
plus
control
security
plus
if you're
security.
attacking with
And
your
if you have
phasers.
the hand phaser focus, it applies.
Yep, I do.
All right.
And I'm
Ooh,
rolling
real quick.
20. And focus, yes. One success.
Okay. All right. And okay, so that's a failure. You needed a minimum of 2 to do form of damage. So I get a threat. All right. And the hand phasers do grant well, actually it is what's your security, Mr. Trin?
It is
4.
It's a 4.
Mine's a 4.
Okay. So you get to roll 7d6s.
Ha ha ha.
And you also get an additional turn real quick before we move on to anyone else.
Oh, we both get an additional attack phase.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then I'm going to roll for James Hemingway here.
Yeah. So the first round of combat, we go first, and we get an additional one on top of it, I believe. I
Damn.
can double check it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, if you have that, you should have access to... You should be on the right page to check out that talent. And I need to do a control plus security, which is a 14 or lower. I got a critical fail.
During the first round of any combat, you and your allies may ignore the normal costs to retain the initiative. So we get to go again.
Oh, cool. Awesome. All right.
So
Okay.
you said I roll 7?
Yep, you roll 7.
Alright.
Witch King doesn't roll any, and
Can you tell me when I've rolled 7, please?
yep. I'm not even in roll 20. I'll get there in a minute. And
1, 2,
Oh wow! Holy crap!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7.
7.
So 1, 2. Let me check the.
Roll 7.
Let me check the the dice
Well,
rolls
he
here.
got a 2, a Starfleet score, a Starfleet score, a Starfleet score. So he got 1, 2, 3, 4 Starfleet scores.
I got a 1 1 0 1 1 0 2.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
What does 0 mean?
Okay. 0 means 0.
As in, like, no damage?
No damage. Yes.
What the?
Starfleet score. If you got a Starfleet score, that's a 1 plus a special effect. For the phasers types 2, that would be charge. The weapon has an adaptable energy supply, allowing its potency to be scaled to different levels. If the character performs a preparation minor, which this does not affect, they may add one of the following. Well, you didn't do that, but you still got it. You can add one of the following damages: area, intense, piercing 2, or vicious 1.
So tabletop, I rolled 4 of those.
Oh shit! So which one do you want?
I rolled 4 1 plus effect.
Right. So, what is the one effect you want? You can roll area, intense, piercing 2, or vicious 1, and that will actually determine. Let me see. Area. So piercing is the attack ignores X points of target's total resistance. Vicious is the attack inflicts X additional damage.
And what does area do?
Area is the attack. The attack several targets at once. And intense. The cost to avoid an injury caused by an intense weapon increases by 1 for each effect rolled.
So, if I do area, will that hit all 3 of them? Because there's currently 3 of them.
No, because you're kind of like surrounded. You would have to bounce that beam, so I wouldn't count area. I would honestly look at either piercing or vicious.
Both?
So do you want to do like 2 piercing and 2 vicious? You can add that many. Okay. So if you do 2 and 2, that means if they have any resistance, the weapon ignores the amount of resistance, so they don't get to add that. And then vicious does 2 additional points of damage per. So if you do, so yeah, that'll be 2 additional. So then you got 4 of those. So that's 4 damage, 6 damage. You're gonna ignore 2 points of resistance, and then do you have any other? Did you get like a 1 or a 2 on the dice roll?
I rolled a 2.
So you actually got a 2? A regular 2? Okay, so if you have a regular 2, so you're looking at 8 points of damage, and then you're ignoring 2 points of resistance. So the Borg only has a resistance of 2, so you burned right through their exoplating.
Nice.
Yeah. So you actually fired at one of them, and you incapacitated it. It went down.
Good.
All right. Let me pull up. I gotta pull something up here because I do
What
not.
did Hemingway roll?
Hemingway rolled. Well, unfortunately, he rolled a 3, which is a 0. He rolled a 2, which is 2, and then he's got 4 5s. I gotta figure out what 4 5s are.
Oh, no, did he roll to hit? Did he hit?
Yeah, he hit.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Oh no, he hit. Just let me figure that out real quick. I gotta go to complicated dice.
How many Borg are surrounding us?
Only 3, and now you only have 2. Now you only have 2. You may only have 1, depending on what this is, because these rolls were actually really good. And then you guys do get 1 more round of attack just before they can even do anything.
Good. Take them down.
Complication table, page 280.
And then have Zeph lower the shields.
Yep.
If you can do that, and they haven't
Locked it down.
locked down the main computer, because that is a thing.
I'm allowed to pray, okay?
Are you scared?
Always.
Let me ask you a real question. Are you scared for your character?
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
So can I roll something like, I don't know, reason or insight plus security?
Actually, I'm going to tell you. Actually, give me a quick minute. I'm going to tell you about that. I just got to figure out what. I just got to translate these numbers real quick.
Or would it be engineering to hack into it?
You know what? I'll just go to roll 20. To hack, I already have your hacking skill here. Let me tell you what it, let me tell
We
you
are
what
not
it
out
is.
of combat yet, my friend. Hold on.
Yep. Let me see what damage is done by Mr. Hemingway.
Take him down. Take him down. Take him down.
I don't know if 5 is a 1 with a special effect or if that's just a 6. So these might just be 1. So we're gonna find out here in a minute. I do apologize for taking a little
It's
long.
5 damage, right?
No, it's not 5 damage. Thank you. You would like that, wouldn't you?
Yes.
You would love that.
Yes.
Of course, because then you would technically win.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me see what we got here. Challenge. Oh, it's called challenge dice. Why the hell do I not remember that? Challenge. Choosing challenges. Challenge dice 73. There we go. Page 73. Okay, so, oh no, 5s are 1s plus effects, and I got 4 of those too, as well as a number 2. And then a 3 is a 0.
Easy.
So I did easily 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually going to do, something a bit different than what you did, Mr. Trin. I'm actually going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 points of damage. And I'm going to throw 2 on the exoplating, and no, I'm going to do the same thing you did. So I did
You do
8
what I
points of
did,
damage
it
as
goes
well.
down.
Yeah, it's down.
Second round of combat. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
So you got second round of combat. You guys have 1 Borg left on the main bridge.
Said it was control security, right? Or whatever it was. Hold on.
Yes, that would be control security roll.
Oh.
I can see that Mr. Trin is very, very scared.
Well, no. He's composed. His player, on the other hand, is not so much. So, a critical success and a critical fail. I'm going to use a momentum to re-roll that critical fail.
All right, you use 1 momentum. I'm actually going to use a threat to try and keep him alive. So tell me what you roll and tell me your number of successes. What did Zep roll so far?
Well, I haven't rolled yet because you didn't tell me what to roll.
Oh yeah, control security. You get one more round. You get one more round, and then it's the Borg's turn.
Okay,
Tabletop?
Yep.
So, I re-rolled the critical fail using momentum, right?
Yeah.
And got a critical success.
Okay,
So I have 2 critical successes, so I have a total of 4.
That's a total of 4. All right, you don't get the momentum back because that is the bare minimum.
I'm spending a momentum to roll 3d20.
All right, and another momentum down.
And can I use my computer's skill focus to work with this?
Are you attacking or are you hacking?
I'm hacking.
Okay, that would be presence engineering with computers. Yes.
Oh, presence engineering with computers. I thought it was control plus computers.
No, control.
Wouldn't it be reason?
No, this will be presence because he's got to do it. He's got to figure out how to escape. So it would be something much different.
Wait, which one is computers? Because there's command, security, science,
Computers is your focus.
engineering,
Your focus.
Yeah, your focus.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So it's
Presence and engineering.
present. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
And then focus, yes. And that's 2 successes.
2 successes. Wow, you do succeed. Okay, so you actually so as you're pulling the information, you did figure out that firing a direct pulse from the deflector dish to the shields will disrupt the shields for a brief moment to get maybe 1 or 2 of you guys off through the transporter, and then another pulse will need to be used. So you have to relay that information to the captain.
I'm gonna relay that to the captain right now.
All right. So before we go on, we got to figure out the damage. Okay, so 4 successes counts. Roll the amount of what's your number? So you got 7. You roll 7d6s. Hemingway doesn't get any. He has failed and missed the target.
Alright, so I think I rolled 4 +1 effects again. Oh no, just one.
Oh, just one effect?
I rolled 2 +1 effects.
Okay. All right. So what's your total damage so far?
Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage total. Plus
Okay.
a +1 effect.
Plus with
Plus
the two
two.
of Yep, with the 2 effects. Okay. So do you want them to go into vicious or piercing?
Oh.
Piercing will ignore the
Piercing-
resistance. Vicious will give you 2 extra points of damage.
I'm gonna ignore the resistance. I'm gonna make his resistance go bye-bye.
Okay. All right. So you do fire. You do fire on him, and he does not go down. He is still up. So now he will be able to attack on the next turn. All right. So Zep, are you gonna?
Is his armor plating gone?
No.
No.
No. Armor plating doesn't go away. It just gets ignored. If you get those effects again, if you use piercing.
Well, I thought that they got destroyed last time.
No, that's a ship.
No, the Borg, his armor, like to get through it.
You never took on a full Borg.
Those two were half Borg, and this one's full.
Yeah, this is a full Borg. They didn't have a resistance last time. They have a resistance now because this is a full on Borg. So yeah.
Would the other one have made him go down?
No, you didn't do enough damage.
All right.
All right. So, all right, moving on. Hemingway missed. All right. So, is Zep going to relay the information to the captain while this is going on?
He is, yes.
Okay. So, given the threat protocol here, I'm actually going to spend a threat, and your communications are blocked.
Can Zeph tell
You
me?
need to give me to get communications back. You're going to need to
Can
do
Zeph tell me?
what's up?
Can Zeph tell me? Because he's smart enough to tell me that no, I was.
You're busy fighting a Borg. You're busy fighting a Borg. You can't do 2 things at once.
Okay.
All right, Zep, you need to give me an insight engineering roll to see if you can see if you understand how to boost the communications using a way to boost the communicator through a tricorder.
Can I use electroplasma power systems to boost it?
Absolutely, you can use that as a focus to figure out if you know how to boost it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, absolutely. Give me a roll.
And I think I'm going to spend my last momentum here.
You mean our last? But okay.
It
Oh, I
does.
thought it was... Oh, never mind then. I'll save it.
Remember, it is a pool.
Okay, I'm saving it. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
You can re-roll that 0.
But then I have to spend momentum.
Use it.
Okay. Last
I do
momentum.
not want to
going
give
up.
tabletop a threat.
I already got 3 of them. I still got to use before the end of this adventure.
1d20 plus. 1d20 plus focus.
Oh no.
What'd you get?
So my insight is 9, and my security is 4, so that's 13, and I got a 14.
What's your total? How many successes do you got so far?
2.
Okay, 2 successes. All right,
But I did lower my critical success or critical failure to just a regular failure.
Regular one, yes.
Okay, all right. It doesn't matter. You still got the 2 successes. So you actually ended up boosting you did boost the signal. We'll figure out if you can get a distress call out. Right now, it is the Borg's turn, and we're gonna say he has a choice between going through. You know what? He's going after Rollis.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's what I thought.
Yeah. And
I shot at him and dealt damage and took down one of his comrades.
yeah, I know. Because you took out 2 of his comrades, he's moved to
I took out one.
and then I dealt damage to him directly. Hemingway took out the other one.
Okay. All right. Let me see what escalation will do. Because I think we have escalation. You're in trouble.
No.
It's like, no shit, dude. I know that. This is the Borg.
Hey, you just read my freaking mind.
Didn't I really? See, I'm good at that. See, I don't need special powers. Oh boy, here we go. You know what? We're gonna go. All right, I'm just gonna roll and see what we get. All right, this is gonna be a daring security because this is gonna be in there. Because this is gonna be hand-to-hand combat, sort of. It's gonna be my daring security versus Rollis Trend's daring security. So give me a daring security roll.
This isn't gonna be pretty.
You have to beat at least a difficulty of 1, and then you got to beat me. So, what's my daring security? Oh, shit,
Would
okay.
composure help with focuses?
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh.
Tabletop?
What's up?
Would composure apply?
Yeah.
And then could a determination work? I don't know.
You can spend a determination. What is some of your values that you have?
None of them would apply, I don't think.
Well, then that sucks for you.
Yeah. Because they're all non-combat oriented.
Yep, that sucks for you.
I don't think I can.
Nope. Nope, so...
2 successes!
Alright, unfortunately you did win. He tries to... He takes up
I
these
did win? What do you mean, unfortunately? That's good.
Oh my god. So he tries to grab onto you, but it does not work. It does not work. Alright, Zeb, you can send your transmission now.
Okay, send the transmission.
Alright.
Now.
Alright, so you send the transmission. The ship is going to get ready to fire the pulse, but it's going to take a little bit to... Because you're not on there. So they're going to get ready to fire the pulse, but it's going to take a minute. Alright, it is Rollis' turn.
Pew pew!
Alright, give me a roll. It will if you're gonna fire, give me it's gonna have to be control if you're gonna fire, and he's within range. So give me oh yes, I'm spending another threat. I'm gonna spend a threat as well. Give me a control plus security task.
I scored total critical success and a regular success, so 3 total.
All right, awesome. Okay, we're gonna see if Mr. James Hemingway can at least help you out with that, because he's in attack mode too.
Should I roll damage first?
No, because you failed.
What?
Yep. I spent a threat to increase the complication with him being in range. You have to at least score 5 successes. And you have no more momentum.
Yeah. You asked quite literally for something impossible.
Hey, that's what the threat's there for, man. Alright, so he's going to try. So he's going to try again. This time he's going to try on James Hemingway. He's going to try and attack him. It's going to be daring security plus James Hemingway's daring security. So there's James. There's the Borg. Holy crap and Christ.
Thank you, Brett.
Okay. Holy crap and Christ here. Let's see. Daring security. 11. Okay, that's a failure. And then James Hemingway. 10. Oh, yeah. No. And I think even James, because of the complication that I changed it to. Uh-oh. He has a critical failure against a success, so I get a threat. And James was attacked by the Borg. So James...
No, I was attacked, not James.
No, it was James this time. You were attacked the first time.
Okay.
So you watched as James was grabbed on the shoulder and tubules came out and injected right inside James Hemingway for 5+ intense. So either this is going to count for damage or those nanites or those nanoprobes are getting inside of him. We've got 1, 2 damage, 0, 4 damage, and 5 damage, including intensified effect. Ooh. So 5 damage plus intensified effect. Let's see what that is going to do. Intense. The cost to avoid an injury caused by an intense weapon increases by 1 for each effect rolled. Okay, so means that'll be another 1. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 points, plus I have nanoprobes in me. Wait, that's 6 points? Oh, yeah. Nope.
That doesn't sound well.
I'm infected with nanoprobes. That's going to be my injury, and I'm going to take 1 stress. 1 point of stress. So, yep. He's down on the ground. You're watching as his skin is starting to change.
Like, can't Zeph shoot because he's done communicating? Can't he also attack this turn?
Yes, he can, actually.
Yes, I will.
Fire.
So what would this be? Control or daring or
Control and security.
Since you're kind of like near the council, I'm going to give you a little bit of a range. It'll be control plus security.
okay?
And I'm going to increase the difficulty by 1 threat.
How much threat do you have?
2. You can see. I got 2 left. I had 3. I just spent 1 for this one.
Can I use the hand phasers focus?
Yes, you can.
Okay, will do. That's 1 success.
1 success. Unfortunately, you missed.
Alright.
You guys are not having very much a good time with this one.
Well, he took his turn. We get to attack again. Pew pew.
All right. So unfortunately, because of the amount of time that's being spent, I'm gonna spend another threat. A couple. You notice that a couple more Borg walk onto the bridge. So the at this point the shields were hit, and suddenly James Hemingway disappears. So, but unfortunately they have already re-upped. So
They already put up the shields?
yep, they well, the shields have already re-upped. Because the blast from the deflector dish only disrupts the shields long enough to allow 1 or 2 crew members to pass at once. So they got James off because he's in distress. All right, it is currently Rollis and Zepp's turn. You guys can roll to attack.
All right, I'm gonna attack the ones that just came in.
Okay, and I'm gonna.
I'm gonna attack the one that's been here because he's already taken damage.
Yep, and I'm going to spend another threat for both of you.
So are you out of threat?
I'm out of threat. That was my last one.
2 successes.
Okay, and what does Zepp get?
Is it possible to look around to see if they have a phaser rifle?
Ooh, you think you should have did that earlier?
I'm doing it now.
All right. Well, we'll figure that out in a minute. I need Zepp to either attack or figure out what he's going to do.
Oh my god! I got
You just get right
a
back.
failure and a critical failure.
Oh, wow, that's bad. Okay, so I get 3 threat for just that alone.
3?
Yep, because the difficulty was 3. He got 3. He got a critical failure and a regular failure. That's 3 failures. So that's like -3. So that's like 6 difference. So I get to take 3 threat back for that. And what was your success? How many did you get for Trin?
2. I rolled 2.
Okay,
I have 2
well,
successes.
unfortunately, that you also missed. So
But when you make it 5 to hit the opponent,
it wasn't 5 to hit. It wasn't 5 to hit the opponent. It was only 3 to hit the opponent. You lost by 1. All right. So the other Borg just came in. I'm gonna make it a little bit easier on you guys. The one Borg is going to attack Trin. This is gonna be bad. All right. So Trin's within range. It's gonna have to be daring, security. So that Borg got. Oh wow, he got 2 successes on Trin.
Would composure work or not?
Oh yeah, you got to do daring security too. No, do you got anything?
Atomic
I
bomb?
mean, if you're not panicking, yes, I'll give it to you.
I'm not panicking. As a player, I am. My character is not.
Okay. Give me daring security. I've got 2 successes.
1 success, 1 critical fail.
You've got to be freaking kidding me. Okay, no, you lose. I get to roll.
Do not kill us off, oh merciful game master.
Yeah, you know what? He just uses nanoprobe, so I'll do an unarmed strike and knock you down for non-lethal damage, but you're still going to take some damage. You're going to take, let's see. You're going to take 3 points of damage, and you're knocked down onto the floor.
Where do I do the damage from? The stress?
Yes.
Alright.
Alright, and then, alright, and the Witch King is going to have 1 right on him. Ooh. Daring security there, Zep.
Okay. And I aim up the shot and
No, this is
fire.
defend.
What?
This is hand-to-hand combat. You're defending.
Oh no!
Yeah. There's no focus to this one, pal. Unless you have focus for hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
No. I have survival, but that's the closest thing.
You know what? I'll take that one. That's a defensive mechanism.
Okay. Control plus security. Or was it
No.
daring security?
Daring security.
My bad.
Because you're defending in hand-to-hand. Control security is more like for ranged.
Gotcha. Oh no, it's a critical failure and a critical success.
Oh man, I'm loving these failures. Well,
You're
he only got
loving
1
it.
failure, so you did succeed on doing something to on defending against him. So I'm gonna allow you. You can either do hand-to-hand combat, or you can just pull out your phaser and use your phaser. Whatever one you want to do.
Pew pew.
Just pull my phaser and fire my phaser.
All right, give me what is you got what is your security?
My security is 4.
Your security is 4 too. Holy crap!
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
We like going pew pew.
you roll 7d6s.
So,
Yeah, 7d6s. Holy hell!
Is this one of the newer ones that's attacking him, or the old one?
One of the newer ones.
3, 4, 5, 6.
It's 76, right?
7. Yeah, 7. 7d6s.
Oh, one more. So I got a 0, a 0, a 1, a 2, a 1, and a 2.
You did 6 points of damage. Actually, with the resistance, you did 4 points of damage.
Awesome.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm spending a threat, and you fire your phaser, and all you see is the personal shield activated. They adapted. They adapted to
And
your
with-
phaser modulations.
So my phaser won't work on them either?
No, you guys are gonna have to remodulate your phasers. All right. I'm gonna be extra nice. The Norway fired on the Shaynor again and disrupted and managed to beam you guys off before you guys were even attacked again. All right. Well, we're gonna call it there. This is gonna be a to be continued because I still have 2 threat. You guys were not doing that great. The Shaynor and the USS Tolkein are going to go into ship battle, but we ain't got time to cover that tonight. So, episode 3 to be concluded, everybody. So you beamed off, you made it there, and all anyone knows is Captain. It's the captain on the bridge. Captain, the Shaynor's powering up is powering up shields and weapons. They're going to prepare to pursue. So, to be continued. Now we're going to have a ship-to-ship battle, and we have a bigger problem. To fire those pulses drained part of the ship's power, So your current power limit is 8, while the Xehanort is at full strength.
I don't like this.
And right now, your chief medical officer is being assimilated.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
All right. How'd you guys overall though? Out of seriousness, how'd you guys like the adventure though?
I like it.
All
I
right.
like it. I thought you were going to kill us.
I thought you were gonna die too. To be honest, I'm sitting here like, this is how it ends. Early.
I was about to say, tabletop. If we die, that's it for the adventure.
I know, right? Well,
Bye.
there's always ways to bring you guys back. So we are going to definitely have to prepare for a nice battle on next session. So I hope you guys had fun. I hope anyone who's watching, Brent actually typed to you guys, said, unfortunately, you did win. I like that one too. Bloody funny. Brent, we love you, man. We love you.
That
Thank
was
you
his
for coming.
response to when you said, "Oh, unfortunately, you won." I'm like, "What do you mean, unfortunately?"
Well, because remember, I did up the difficulty, and you still made
Good.
it. So yeah.
Didn't make it any other time after that.
Oh yeah. So now we're gonna have a ship battle with a partially assimilated Romulan warbird against the USS Tolkein. Let me ask you guys a question before we leave. Do you guys think you have a chance in hell?
No, I don't think we do.
Yeah, it's not looking good for us, boss.
We barely survived the Borg in every campaign of Star Trek.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the first time we were time we were still learning how to play the game.
No. To be fair, the first time we encountered them was the last time we encountered them. Oh, no. The first time, no, I'm sorry, wrong. First time we encountered them, we nearly died.
That is true, but you still survived.
Because of the grace of God, aka because of the grace of you, tabletop, you just let us survive. Oh no, you guys get away! Yay!
I don't
Second
know.
time we also nearly survived because there was 3 ships attacking, and we barely survived because we got there by the skin of our freaking teeth, and that was against a Borg cube.
Well, guess what? Now that now that I'm a better GM at this, and you two are better players at this game, I think the outcome might be a little bit different this time.
Also, I have standards to uphold because I have a fan. Or Zeph does.
Well, and remember, you're now chief engineer.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have to survive this.
Yeah. So. Oh boy. All right. Well, for everyone who's tuned in, I would like to say thank you for coming in and supporting. If you guys like what you see here, please check out our earlier episodes. They are on my channel. If you like what you see, leave a like. Please subscribe to my channel. The Witch King, he has his own channel. Please like and subscribe on his channel too. We actually have his link in the description because I'm posting that in every single one. Unfortunately, it looks like episode 3, regardless how late we started or how early we started, due to the immense threat that I had and everything else, and the fact that they didn't get a lot of momentum this time around, and I created a bigger challenge. We are going to actually have a part 2 to this session to wrap it up for next week. So that was an unfortunate turn of events. So yeah, this is going to be this is already amazing. So we're trying to figure out. So questions are: who the hell is Lithana? Why was the Tal'Shiar ship assimilated by the Borg? First off, when did the Borg return? There was an issue on a session, which I will bring you guys up to speed real quick. Our crew was part of the USS Hailstrom, the last Miranda class. The Miranda class is about to be retired. The last of the Miranda class. And they actually came across something called the Foundry, which was in possession by the new Reman Empire, which is trying to annex from the Romulan Empire and the Romulan Republic, because the Remans don't like the Romulans. So they use Romulan technology with Borg technology. And they used something called the Foundry, which was a Borg cube, just drifting in space. And that's how they made their ships. They took technology from there, replicated everything, got everything working for them, but it backfired. The Remans have been experimenting with the Reman rebels have been experimenting with the Borg technology. However, the Remans have not been seen since, and that part of the adventure, that part of that conflict has now concluded that the Remans are not even a big threat anymore. Now it's the Romulan Republic versus the Romulan Star Empire, and now this, and now there's something going on with the Tal'Shiar. Issues all over. Oh, and by the way, check out the other 2 episodes. That'll bring you up to speed as to why this is even a problem, because now there's even a problem with Bajor.
Tabletop, you should really start a blog and like put campaign recaps of all of our previous campaigns so people can like read what happened.
I wish I could do that. The unfortunate thing, I forgot everything, and unfortunately, that's a lot. And right now, I don't really have a lot of time because we are getting ready to. Because once we conclude Star Trek, we do have other campaigns that we will all be a part in. And I'm actually taking credit. I have to give you credit, Witch King. You actually inspired me to do something a bit different with my gaming. So because of you, we're going to do things a bit differently coming into the new year once Star Trek concludes. So we are not going to be, we're going to be doing one, we're going to alternate between 2 different games. I think it's going to be Wednesdays. We're going to talk more about it later, but I'm going to do an alternating thing where 1 week we play Cyberpunk, 1 week we play Castles and Crusades. So that way we're not waiting to play another game. We can just alternate every other week. That's my idea that I'm going with. That way, those who are not in Cyberpunk can take a breather and work on other things for their character for Castles and Crusades. Unfortunately, you 2 have been always, you're my biggest supporting players. You're my co-hosts. You guys share the credit here on this channel with me as well. Because you guys are in all my games. So you guys won't have a break, but other people might. And then that may actually attract other things. So maybe more players, hopefully. I actually may have another player lined up for one of those games. Not counting my chickens before they hatch.
Let me correct you. It's not that we play with you. You're stuck with us.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. All right. So we have a lot of questions coming into the next session, so... Yeah, that's actually pretty good. So, do you guys have anything to say to our audience before we leave?
Pray for us, please.
Pray for us. Pray to the prophets of Bajor. I might as well whore myself out here. Please subscribe to my channel. It's helpful. If you like the same kind of content more or less the Tabletop does, with a lot of different games than he does, I think you'll like my channel. I'm trying to put more work into making my videos better, so please forgive some of the amateurness. But yes, subscribe to my channel if you're interested. I think you'll like it. Anyways, back to you, Tabletop.
Yeah, one other thing I was gonna say real quick too. What was I gonna say? I mean, definitely if you guys like what you see, please like and subscribe, because like Witch King says, he kind of does some other games too. I do recommend you every of my videos. Because of the amount of different games that you do, getting more people more diverse out there with stuff like that. So that's always a good thing.
More than just D&D, friends.
Yeah, yes, there is. There's a lot more. There's always been more. Anyone who says there hasn't been, that's a lie.
Well, there was a tweet by a comic book writer who was like, "Oh, is there a D&D type game that is made for science fiction?"
No.
Oh, you know what? With all those failures, I forgot to play this funny. Again, I keep forgetting I have this. I do have a Star Trek failure. Do you guys want to see it?
Okay.
Okay, you guys can actually see it. Because I had a screen share in Discord, so you guys can see it through that. So here we go.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I should have played that right when that happened. I gotta remember that's in there. Jeez, I put that video in there. This was the first time we had that. Witch King, how'd you like that? I know you're a bigger Star Trek fan. You know the humor a little bit more.
I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to play that Star Trek failure. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to play that. Oh, that would have been so cool. I would have been like, oh wait, I did say oh shit. I said oh shit, but it's not as bad. It's not as badass when Data says it. One more time, everybody, and then we're gonna call it a night. Yeah, that just gets funny. Oh, I think you know my girl, my
One last thing. Tabletop, one last thing.
yeah.
You need to play the clip from Darkness Rising because we really screwed up tonight.
Oh! I know which one you're talking about. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get it. Give me a hot second. We're gonna switch to another screen. Booyah!
Mhm.
Oh! We're missing. I don't know if they can hear us. We're invisible.
Uh-oh.
But well, they can see it. But here, they're gonna see this too.
Fumble!
Such fun times. See, I have all these great clips to play. All these great freaking clips to play, and I keep forgetting they exist. I think they could hear us because I was still picking up audio on that, and they just couldn't see us because I had everything invisible. I had our screens invisible because we weren't on that table, and I don't have it on this one. I have the oh shit one because we're playing Star Trek. We're playing Star Trek, so it's like that would be more fitting. Oh boy. Well, everybody, I hope everyone has enjoyed this video. This was a fun time. I definitely got to get going. I'm definitely getting I'm actually getting a live group together to watch Star Trek with me. So they're actually coming over to watch Star Trek with me from weeks. So I'm getting ready to start up Star Trek probably next year. They said they would come over and watch it with me and get into it for the first time. So yeah, I've got Star Trek buddies. Oh,
In person or online?
What's up?
In person or online?
No, in real life.
Oh.
Like, they're gonna physically come to my house and watch Star Trek with me.
Wish I could join, but you
don't live in my state.
Miles between us.
I know. If only I had a DVD player for my computer. I gotta go get an external DVD drive because then we might be able to do it. We just won't be able to do it online. But all right, everybody, it is time for us to say goodnight. For those for those people in the audience, listen up. Okay, it's Wednesday night. It's hump day.
Hey.
Work hard, play hard, game hard, make that money to get more tabletop games because we're making a hell of a community. I'm trying to get more people involved so we can have a bigger community. I want a bigger community because there is plenty of gamers out there looking for groups, and I'm gonna be the GM to do it. Witch King. Also, one more thing. I gotta talk to you before we hook Unleash, so hopefully you don't have to run off. Toby, if you have to run off, that's okay. This is only for the Witch King
I'm
only.
about to say we're pushing it. I still
I
need
know.
to make dinner.
I know. I'm just saying. All right. Anyway, this is my tabletop salute. You guys all have a great, wonderful night. And here is our outgoing message.